Do you love the cruise news? I definitely love the cruise news. I even dabble in the cruise news myself.
Megan Eskewey's Caribbean cruise turned into a medical nightmare when an ear infection escalated dramatically.
There is always something dramatic, funny, or downright bizarre going on in the world of cruising. Now, while me and a couple of other cruise commentators are dipping our toes into the cruise news pool, as it were, right now there are clearly two masters of the cruise news universe. If you're watching this video, they probably need no introduction. I'm talking about Tony at Lido Loca and Jason at the Travel Scouts.
I get it, Ship Life. You feel like you should be included at the top. You should be in the conversation of the best cruise news host. But, Tony and Jason at Travel Scouts, they kind of got it right now, man. Hey, hang in there. You're gaining ground. I know you can do it. Anyway, let's get back to the showdown.
I decided that we needed a cruise news showdown between Tony and Jason. Two very, very entertaining people that talk about the same subject in two very different ways.
Using a very non-scientific metric, I am going to rate both Tony and Jason on 5 different qualities that make a great cruise news commentator. And here they are. Number 1, intros. Number 2, ability to keep my attention. Number 3, set design. 4, commentary. And 5, entertainment value. In each category, I will lay out my thoughts and observations. And in the set design category, I will let you in on a possible cruise news scandal. Then I will give them each a score between 1 and 5. At the end, I will tally up the totals and cast my vote for who truly is at the top of the cruise news pyramid. Now here's the thing. I need your help. I'm asking each and every one of you to watch this video to the end so that you can get all the information. Keep a tally of how you would rank the cruise news aficionados, then tell me in the comments below who you want to vote for. Hey, if we really want to know who is the most deserving of the title of top dog, we need to have as many votes as possible. After 7 full days pass, I will count all the votes and then publish a video to reveal the winner of the Ultimate Cruise News Showdown. Let the showdown begin. Category number 1, intros. Hey, let's start at the beginning, the cruise news intro. You may think this isn't that important, but there is more than meets the eye to a good video intro. It's a way for the creator to pull you into their world and get you hooked on their content. And let me tell you, coming up with and performing a catchy intro is not as easy as it looks. Here, let me give it a try. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Lido Loca. My name is Tony. I will be your host for the latest cruise news and my views for your face. Tony has a smooth and rhythmic way that he introduces his show. He is almost singing the words.
Hey, what's up everybody?
And he's literally singing the words,
for your face.
It's something you may not even notice, but like a good theme song on TV, once you hear it, you want to keep watching. Tony, my man, you get 5 out of 5 for a really unique and addicting intro to your cruise news episodes. Now, Travel Scouts has a whole different approach to his intro. Here, let me give it a try. There are a lot of interesting things going on in the cruise industry, and I'm going to get you the information fast. Coming up. See, it's not as easy as you think to do what these guys do so effortlessly. Jason's intro, although not as musical as Tony's, has its own appeal. Jason is a fast talker and he brings you right to the point without much theatrics or fluff.
10 cruise news updates from across the cruise industry, and I'm going to get you the information fast. Coming up.
I'll admit, I didn't really get the whole, and I'll get it to you fast thing at first, but with all good intros, it grows on you and kind of hooks you in. I had never said to myself, I really wish I got my news faster. But I admit in this world of the 24-hour news cycle, my brain likes to keep the info coming. Jason also has likable mannerisms and a kind of swagger when delivering his intro. Jason, I'm going to give you a score of 4 out of 5 for your intro. It really brings out your personality and makes the appealing promise of lots of information fast. Category 2. Ability to keep the viewer's attention. We live in a world of endless content. There is so much to watch at any given time. If you even get a little bored of a video, you can just click away and move on to the next. But you wouldn't do that on this video, would you? We just talked about the intro pulling you into the video, but the video itself has to deliver or you're gonna click away faster than Tony can say,
It's cruising.
Tony is pretty good at keeping the viewer engaged. I've noticed he will often tease a story in the beginning of the video that is compelling or salacious, promising to talk about it, but he doesn't get to it until he goes through 2 other less appealing stories. This keeps you wanting more. Tony is also really naturally funny, goofy, and seemingly a humble person. All that adds up to a certain charm that makes you want to see what he'll say next. On the other hand, there are times when there isn't much to the story and the episodes become mostly Tony just being goofy. That's when I'll usually click away. I would say that when I watch La Lido Loca Cruise News, it's probably somewhere around 50% of the time that I watch all the way to the end. Tony, I'm going to give you 3 out of 5 in this category. This is a category where I think Travel Scouts really shines. Right from the get-go, you have a lot of stories and information coming at you, and coming at you fast. Jason keeps the pace moving, and with all that intriguing cruise information coming at you, your mind doesn't have time to wander. It always seems like you're moving on to the next story, keeping you interested. The downside of so many stories is that sometimes they just aren't compelling enough to keep you to the end of the video. I would say that like La Lido Loca on average, I watch about 50% of Travel Scouts Cruise News videos to the end. So in the viewer's attention category, Jason, I also give you a 3. Category 3, set design. Do you like a good conspiracy theory? Well, I've got one for you here. About 6 or 7 months ago, Tony at La Lido Loca, despite having great success with his cruise news show, suddenly changed his background set. His original set was a nicely lighted series of shelves on both sides of him with trinkets and some large 3D letters spelling out La Lido Loca. It was a really cool set. At first, I couldn't figure out why he decided to change it. At about the same time, Jason at the Travel Scouts Cruise News program was really starting to take off. He was regularly getting views in the 20 and 30 thousands on his videos. I noticed that his background set had a lot of similarity to Tony's. In fact, I'm pretty sure he based it on Tony's original set. He also had shelves on either side of his head, some trinkets on the shelves, and large 3D letters for his initials JK. I want to be clear that I'm purely speculating, but I feel like Tony noticed Travel Scouts' growing audience and the similarities of Jason's set and decided to make the change to separate himself from the Travel Scouts program, possibly frustrated at how similar the sets were. A couple of months later, Travel Scouts changed his original set to his current white background with the Travel Scouts logo on his right. In recent weeks, Tony has gone back to using his original set again. Coincidence? I think not. There you have it, a possible set design scandal in the cruise news community. As far as scoring the set design, I'll be judging them on the most recent sets they are using. I'm going to give La Lido Loca a 4 out of 5. His set has a pleasing blue color, some cool trinkets like a color-changing Pac-Man ghost, and some other items that kind of show you his personality and interests. Travel Scouts, I'm going to give you a 2 out of 5 for set design. The white background does create a clean feel to it, and it certainly isn't bad, but it also is just not very interesting or unique. Category 4, commentary. In this category, Tony and Jason have very different styles. Tony's videos are mostly commentary, where Jason's style is moving from story to story with just a little commentary here and there. Tony is a master of delivering his commentary in a unique way with lots of wit and lots of humor, while still getting you a deeper perspective on the subject. Sometimes it can get a little bit goofier than I like and the substance gets left behind, but overall I really like his commentary. Tony, in this category, I give you a score of 4 out of 5. Jason, on the other hand, keeps his commentary short and sweet, but what he says is usually for the benefit of the listener. His commentary is often things to look out for or tips to remember on your next cruise. I do think there's room for improvement in how engaging and entertaining the commentary is, but on the other hand, one of the reasons so many people tune into Travel Scouts Cruise News is that we know there won't be a lot of fluff. Jason, in the commentary category, I score you a 3 out of 5 points. Category 5, the entertainment factor. Why do we tune into the cruise news? Because we want to be entertained, right? Yes, the stories are entertaining on their own, but we want our host to tantalize our minds with how the news is presented. All of the elements we have previously discussed are part of the entertainment equation, but when you put it all together, who are you more entertained by, Jason or Tony? Tony is more of a traditional entertainer in my view. Everything from the jazz hands while he says
cruising
to bursting out in song on a regular basis. He blends humor, physical movement, and unique storytelling to keep you entertained while giving you the latest cruise news. In the entertainment category, Tony, I score you a 4 out of 5 points. Jason at Travel Scouts has a much more subtle entertainment style in my opinion. It's a little less natural than Tony, but that's part of the charm. The combination of the swagger, a clear passion for the cruise life, and lots of smiles and a more straightforward approach to the cruise news is exactly what the doctor ordered for a lot of viewers out there. In the entertainment factor category, Jason, I score you 4 out of 5 points. Whew! That was a showdown! There is a reason both Jason and Tony are at the top of the cruise news game, but only one can be the winner of the ultimate cruise news showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you to vote. You'll be writing down the name of the person you want to win in the comments below. To make my life easier, please only vote once. I will tally all the votes in 1 week's time and publish a video with the winner shortly after. Out of a possible 25 points, I awarded Travel Scouts 16 points and Lido Loca 20 points, so my vote will be going to Lido Loca. If you want to make sure that you get the results to this showdown, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when new videos come out from our channel. We're always making great cruise-related content. Subscribe now so you don't miss a beat.